Alan Sanchez here. Next to me, El Flaco Loco for this #1 contendership. And let's talk about, all these men very well. There's respect in that
ring. There's a lot of history in that ring, and very, very emotional Big Ugly at the beginning, and just coming out pure sportsmanship, wanting to bring back the tag team division to this company.
Yeah, they want to bring back that competition. And they talked about it. You were here right next to me last month for the Halloween show when, oh my gosh, the Honor Society went to heck and back to take out. Well, I was about to speak of the devil.
Well,
speak of the devil,
go.
who I'm talking about right now.
It looks like Mustafa Saed and the Big Ugly J.D. Bishop. Oh, and the Honor Society have decided to go after those tag team titles. But boys, the freaks want those titles too. And we're going to get them. Get them, boys.
What is he? Oh, hey, oh. Are we looking at a triple threat for the #1 contendership? And wow, things you never planned for. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about Supreme Pro Wrestling. You just never know what's going to happen.
I know I had to read a prepared statement, so I'm just reporting as a journalist.
Please.
That there was definitely some sort of connection between Chatterbox and Mr. Mike Miller just now.
It makes sense. It makes all sense. But now I guess this is it. That's one thing about Supreme Pro Wrestling. We want the best of the best, and if you're willing to put it on the line, you could be here. And this has turned itself into, I think, a triple threat match. And
well, definitely throwing the freaks into the mix here is definitely going to keep things interesting. But hopefully we can see what was originally promised, which was a pure tag team wrestling between the Big Ugly J.D. Bishop, Mustafa Saed, and the Honor Society.
Well, that's the thing. Chatterbox on the outside is that X factor, and he's a man who you always got to watch your back for, because you never know. He's got with his umbrella. He could trip you. He could do all kinds of different things, and you never know where they're going to be. So this is really
well, you're looking
at
in the ring right now. You're looking at the rock that this company was built upon, the Big Ugly J.D. Bishop. You're looking at the man who took the company over and took it to the next level, Sir Samurai.
And both men, I mean, they work they know the book so well, if you will, quote unquote, the book of wrestling, and different holds and how to really wear your opponent down.
And that's key. That's key right now. We're not seeing any cheap shots. Now, the Big Ugly did say he'll do whatever it takes to win this match.
Right, and he will. I mean, he's got success all over Northern California. He should say Western.
And beyond. The Big Ugly made quite a name for himself up in the state of Oregon.
Right. And that's one thing about the Big Ugly. He's getting older. I mean, you've known him for years, but he's also getting bigger in those arms.
The man is he's ageless. He does not age.
No, he's
I'll tell you, if you take a picture of the Big Ugly from 10 years ago and compare it to now, the only thing that you notice is different is that his arms and shoulders and traps have gotten bigger.
Yeah, he's gotten more muscle on him, and Tilo tagged himself in at the right time as you see Samurai on the ground. And that's the thing.
We're probably going to see a different type of match right now, Alan, with Tilo and Sir Samurai in there. You're definitely not going to see the hold for hold that you saw with the Big Ugly and Sir Samurai.
Look at that. Ooh, but see, he knows he can play a couple tricks on himself in someone like Sir Samurai. And one thing you got to give credit to the Honor Society and Mustafa Saed, and Big Ugly is that they accepted their challenge. They didn't say, hey, you want to be a part of this matchup? Sure, but be ready to be taken down.
Yeah, exactly. And Johnny Yen coming off a serious neck injury.
And so he knows he has something to prove. And you see Tilo, this is There's no way. This is the thing. When I call matches here at Supreme Pro Wrestling, I can kind of what to expect from different competitors. But when it comes to Tilo and Johnny Yen, I don't know what to expect because I don't think they know what their plan is going into something like this.
Well, sometimes they're so unorthodox. Their plan is to not have anything planned, just to be who they are, which is they're. This isn't an act when it comes to the Freaks. This is what they are.
And you see Sir Samurai trying to turn that arm, and he's really got it almost to the other side.
We've yet to see the force of nature, Drake Frost or Mustafa Saed in the match.
Trying to get control of it with that headlock there. Ooh, right hit to maybe to the jugular area. And that'll stun any man.
Big Irish whip.
Uh-oh, if he drops him, that's a long way down
Big
with a little
sidewalk
force.
slam by Tilo the Insano.
Cover. 1, 2. Ooh, and that's the other thing, too. They weren't planned to be in this matchup. How big of a win could this be for the Freaks if they could be #1 contenders? That's going to...
Well, a little, giving them a taste of their own medicine. Mustafa tagging himself in.
Oh, he wants Drake.
And I'll tell you, there's been I don't know if it's just been a change of heart or just the Big Ugly being a positive influence on Mustafa Saed. There's a different Mustafa that shows up to the arena.
Yeah, actually got to shake his hand, kind of.
Yeah, exactly. He's almost approachable.
Yes,
Mustafa is almost
most
approachable.
Most of the time, wherever he's at, when he comes into the locker room, I'm always on the other side.
Yeah.
Look at these like bears going at each other. He's gonna pick up the big man. Uh-oh, and Frost is a big man, so that's a long way down.
I don't think I've ever seen anyone pick up Mustafa Saed and body slam him like that in Supreme Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely not. Like a lightweight up and over. And Frost is fired up. And when you see Frost fired up, you better get out of the way because that man can be a savage. And that's smart on Mustafa, knowing that using his tag team partner to slow him down.
Great tag team wrestling, cutting that ring in half.
Here comes Chatterbox. Chatterbox.
Well, if Chatterbox, if he wants to pay attention to the two of us, he's more than welcome to. But if he wanted to do his part, he should pay attention to what's going on in the ring right now. He's got Johnny Yen, he's got Tilo the Insano, and they're just bystanders watching the action.
I did not miss, though, what Big Ugly just did there. He did himself like almost a old school Frankenstein, and that's an old school just slap right in the back of the head.
That's the old Big Ugly I remember.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, a slap from the Big Ugly, you see those freaking logs of arms that he has.
All right, we're finally going to see Johnny Yen.
Johnny Yen. He's got those educated feet. He's probably the quickest man here in Supreme Pro Wrestling for sure in this matchup, and Johnny Yen knows where to land those feet. And ooh, caught him in the back of the head, and then you bring the big man down.
So precise. He is so precise with each one of his strikes.
Ever since Johnny Yen joined the Freaks, I used to love talking to that man before that. He was a man who had so much passion but was looking for a little direction, and he got that direction.
And he got it in the wrong way.
Right.
It's really sad when you take such a talented wrestler like Johnny Yen, and then you throw him into the mix of people like the Freaks.
Uh-oh. What do they do? I have no clue what. Ooh! Tilo. What? He threw Johnny Yen to the other corner. Ooh, he caught him right in the gut. Ooh. And that's the way you slow down.
Such an unorthodox offense from the Freaks.
Exactly. There's different combinations that I don't even know how to call because the Freaks just really just do what they can get in the mindset. But Frost is going to fight back. That's the thing. You really got to make sure you take that man out. And Frost and Tilo evenly matched when it comes to how big both men are and how big they are. Ooh, get another.
Yeah, you never really take into account how big of a man Tilo is.
No, and that's why you got to come here live and in person to watch Supreme Pro Wrestling to realize how big someone like Tilo, someone like Frost, someone like especially like Mustafa, and of course I've been talking about him all night, and someone like JD Big Ugly. taking it over, and Frost building up. Ooh, big boot across the face. That's a big boot across the face, and you know things are not working out when you're looking at Chatterbox, and he doesn't like the situation. Cover. And now, in control is the Honor Society, is Drake Frost. Getting pushed into a corner, and Mustafa.
That's a bad corner for Tilo to be in.
It is a bad corner, but the thing is, it also takes Frost out of a chance to be the number 1 contender.
10 minutes have elapsed from this contest.
Huge strikes right across the chest.
Right. I mean, talk about how much that just takes the breath out of you.
Well, not only that, I mean, just the sting of those huge clubbing forearms from Mustafa Saed, taking the air out of you, but also just the insane amount of pain that comes down from those. Big Ugly back in.
Ugly back in, and I've just been handed a note, Flacco, and this is from the announcer's table. I've been asked to ask you to lower your voice on commentary because it's a bit bothersome and I guess you could tell who that came from.
I can only guess who that came from. Mr. the esteemed Mike Miller.
Yeah, and I know you can't say anything.
I have nothing bad to say about him.
I don't want you to get fired. I like working with you.
I have nothing bad to say about Mike Miller.
Mike, but he did ask. Look at that comment. Oops, and don't get in trouble.
Missile drop kick turned into a German suplex.
That was an interesting combination. That could be a combination to win. 1, 2.
As much as it pains me to say, Ellen, I am very, very impressed with the teamwork I'm seeing from Tilo the Insano and Johnny Yen.
And this is the thing we heard earlier today from our commissioner that Jekyll's is out with an injury.
Jekyll's is he's undergoing knee surgery right now.
And how now essentially the leader is the man you can hear, Chatterbox. This is really gonna.
Well, he definitely has more weapons in his arsenal with Johnny Yen and Tilo the Insano. I mean, look at what they're doing. They're giving one of the most decorated tag teams on the West Coast, the Honor Society, and they're taking legends, a Hall of Famer like the Big Ugly, a legend like Mustafa Saed, and they're giving them a run for their money. I hate to admit it, but I'm very, very impressed with the Freaks.
Going for the cover, and Mustafa, that's the thing. You got to make sure what corner you're at. Maybe try to go for that pin in your corner so you have a better chance.
You definitely want to stay away from Mustafa. You definitely want to stay away from the Honor Society. It would just break my heart, though, to see those tag team belts around the waist of anyone in the Freaks.
Right, exactly. After all the diabolical things they've done this year.
Well, that would just mean we would have to listen to Chatterbox more often.
Yeah, exactly. Look at Tilo the Insano again, picking up some steam. Ooh, with the help with Chatterbox on the outside, fell right on top of him. And look at this, another one. Ooh, 2 big splashes. That could be enough. Cover 1, 2. Ooh, that's 2.9 right there.
That was really too close for comfort, if you ask me.
Now just choking him. And this is where Johnny Yen.
Well, just think what it would do to the tag team division to see those belts around the waist of the Big Ugly and Mustafa.
Exactly.
Big slam from Tilo. And we all know the history of the back injuries that the Big Ugly has sustained.
See, this is the thing. Johnny Yen was going up to the top rope. He was going to try to finish him off, but I don't know what to think. 1, 2, and gets pulled off there. I don't know if there's a little dissension, but that's the thing. Maybe that's their show that they're putting on. You don't know with any other tag team. I can say I know what's going to happen. I know where they're going.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if no one in the Freaks gets along with each other. I wouldn't be surprised. But there's that thing that draws them to each other.
Right. And you got to wonder how much Chatterbox can't control. Because when you had someone like Jekyll's, he was in complete control. You knew this every second he was out there, he could read each other's minds. Now with Chatterbox, it's a new leader, if you will. And Johnny Yen went up high, but nobody home. Should have called first. And now Big Ugly is up, and he's got something under.
Big body.
Oh, can you? Cheese and rice. Oh, my gosh.
What looked like a big slam turned into more of a driver. But the Big Ugly's taking a lot of damage.
Right, and
he's got to get to a corner. He's got to get to his corner. Oh, Tilo the Insano taking Mustafa out of the situation.
Got to get credit for that. That's a good tactical move on their side.
Big Ugly, the only thing he can do is tag in Drake Frost.
Right. I mean, he risks maybe not getting a part of that, but he's going to help out his own partner. Ooh, around the world.
Big spinning slam.
Oh, man.
15 minutes have elapsed in this contest. 15 minutes have elapsed in this contest.
Oh, caught in the back of the face.
15 minutes of nonstop action is what we've seen.
Big knee.
Big knee right to the temple, right to the left-hand side of Drake Frost's head. That has to disorient him.
And this is the thing, Johnny Yen is looking for that perfect opportunity. Ooh!
Huge lariat from Frost. Huge lariat. This could be it.
1, 2, 3, and he got it. They got it.
Who are your winners? By way of pinfall, the Honor Society.
Sir Samurai outside in the ring in disbelief. He has no idea that his team has just earned a shot at the beautiful people.
After that big clothesline.
Huge lariat. Huge Stan Hansen lariat from Drake Frost.
That was like an old school, you better check your meter because you owe us some money. Things have really changed here at Supreme Pro Wrestling. Now that we have new #1 contenders for the SPW Tag Team Champions, the beautiful people have been on notice. It is a, wow. Johnny Yen.
Now we got, wait, we're not done here. We got Big Ugly and Mustafa. Are they coming back for more?
I think they thought they want a piece of that. Look at that. That's respect. This craziness. That's respect for each other. They're probably telling them, go get those tag team titles. Let's make Supreme Pro Wrestling even better. And we're looking at ourselves at a big matchup next month here at Supreme Pro Wrestling.
Absolutely, and nothing but class. Nothing from class from the Big Ugly and Mustafa Saed. Nothing but class from those two men.
They want those tag team belts. They put themselves in prime position. So much more coming up.